Jim Norton is going to be Anthony's first guest for his in-studio New York shows for ABC. I bet he becomes his full-time co-host. What are your thoughts, Opa? My thoughts are simple. They should have done that many years ago. The Opie and Anthony fan base really embraced the Anthony and Jim Norton combination, but for whatever reason, all these years, they barely did anything together. They would appear on each other's shows here and there, and that's about it. So I'm for it. Doesn't bother me. It has nothing to do with my life there, M. Fitzgerald, but there you go. I thought Jim Norton would be Anthony's guest on his first show, considering they're such good pals. I thought Jim Norton would call in and do a little time on Anthony's first show on AM radio. Cumia stays up all night to watch her. I don't know. I doubt that. I pray that he's not doing that. That would just be weird, right? Yay. Do you know about Sue Lightning? I'm glitching. I heard things. Do you feel missed out from the Jim and Ant show? God, no, man. Hell no. I'm doing my own thing. No, you guys are holding on to the whole Opie and Anthony thing. No. I just want to do my thing. You guys obsess about Opie and Anthony every day. You guys are the ones that bother me about Anthony every single day. And then if I respond, you're obsessed with Anthony. No, I don't. I pray that Anthony and Jim Norton finally do a full-time show together. But for whatever reason, they just simply will not do that. Jim said on Legions of Skanks that he didn't join Ant's show because he was worried that if Ant got rehired as Sirius, that he would be out of a job and not rehired. Norton is screw Norton. Screw Norton. And so jealous of Ant coming in. All right. Thank you, Ray. I don't know what to tell you. If you guys don't bring up Anthony, watch what happens. Watch it. Wait, he's not talking about Anthony anymore. Yeah, no shit. Let's say hi to Ron the Waiter.
Hi, everybody.
Good morning to you, Ronnie.
You know what I wanted to talk about today? I feel like we never talk about it. That guy, Anthony. No.
They seem to be obsessed with the Anthony there, Ron the Waiter. And then if I respond, then for some reason I'm the one obsessed. When you're hanging out with me, are we talking about Anthony? Or when we're doing the live at Get Thoughts, are we talking about Anthony? Or are we trying to move on and do our own thing?
The truth is, when we're together in the basement at Get Thoughts, that guy's name never comes up. The only time it comes up is your viewers.
Yeah,
talking to you about it.
Yeah,
and that's all.
But you never talk about it. Every morning, it's Anthony stuff over and over again. I let every pitch go by, and then every once in a while, I take a swing, and then I'm the one that's obsessed. It's crazy. The show ended. God, the show ended 11 years ago, Ron. I obviously we did something great that people want to talk about to this day, but it's been 11 years. I don't really care anymore about the Opie and Anthony years. I really don't. I just want to enjoy my life. I want to enjoy my family. I want to enjoy this live stream with Ron the Waiter, also known as Ringworm Ronnie.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's it. It's as simple as that.
So, by the way, I can, just to let people know, you really don't want to talk about Anthony because one of the times at Get Parts, you're like, hey, Ron, what do you got for me today? And I was like, hey, we can, it was about Anthony. And you're like, honestly, Ron, I don't want to talk about that. And I've had it. What else do you got? It doesn't even interest me. And that's true. There was something going on with Anthony or something in you. So I said, hey, do you want to talk about Anthony being on that Skank podcast?
Oh, Legion of Skanks. Yes.
So he was on Legion of Skanks with Big J, was it Okafor?
Big J Okerson.
I
love that you don't know any of these players. It rules. It rules as far as I'm concerned.
He's the one guy that I actually like and think is funny. Then there's like
Big J is hilarious. You know, Luis Gomez, he's all right. He keeps the show going. He's the kind of the brains behind stuff, but he's not even close to as funny as Big J Okerson. My God, Big J Okerson would have made the regular lineup at Opie and Anthony. He was well on his way. He would have been a regular on our old show for sure.
He's got that sort of like lazy sort of mannerism. I don't lazy. It's just that laid back mannerism. He's just very funny and he's like very raunchy, but he does it in a funny way.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of comedians out there that are raunchy, but it falls flat. You got to be clever with it. You got to make sure it's funny. And Big J hits all those boxes, as the kids like to say. So
anyway, so I was going to go, hey man, this is pretty interesting because the bald guy, Luis Gomez there, he seemed to he said, I reach out to Opie at least once a year to invite him on the show.
Yes.
The guy who seemed to be the antagonist was the white guy, the other guy on the show. Smith, Ryan.
Oh, Dave Smith, the guy that's into the politics. Yeah. He's not really funny either. I mean, you know, the funny comes from Big J Okerson. But whatever. What are you gonna do? Right. I don't. Yeah, he invites me on the show. I just the thing is, believe it or not, and I know this sounds crazy, but I don't want to talk about Opie and Anthony. And all the people that want me on their shows want to talk about Opie and Anthony. I'd rather talk about it on my crap. Yeah. So anyway, whatever.
This is my real man of the day. You ready?
Yeah.
On May 18th in New York City at the New York City Center is going to be the 12th annual, and this is my man of the day, the Patrice O'Neal comedy benefit.
All right,
so Patrice O'Neal is going to be my man of the day. So who's it? Like, what? The money goes to the family? Like, what's the benefit? Like, is that support the family?
I have to say that I think the people that claim to be Opie and Anthony fans are kind of fake. I think they're maybe newer fans. I don't think they lived through the golden years of Opie and Anthony when we were live every day, because they're just a bunch of asses. And because Bill Burr is doing the Patrice O'Neal benefit, they're trashing it. They're trashing it, basically saying, well, how many more years are we going to do this? Bill Burr does it for free. When Bill Burr hits the stage at this point, he's making no less than probably $200,000 for the night. And he's doing the benefit for free. He's donating his time. He puts the thing together every year. He doesn't need the hassle. He doesn't need the garbage. And the fact is, yes, he's continuing it because Patrice O'Neal's mom is still alive and desperately needs to help. And also other people at Patrice O'Neal's, family. I believe he's got a sister that probably needs the help still. And that's why Bill Burr does it. And then you got these idiots all over the internet trashing it.
Oh, so there are people trashing this event because it's still going?
100%,
really?
100%.
That's just cruel.
Yeah, well, one of the reasons is because, they're drinking Anthony's Kool-Aid because, Anthony now doesn't like Bill Burr. Now, he doesn't like Bill Burr. Yeah, so then they follow suit with that garbage. But the fact is, it's a great thing. Bill Burr is doing it for free. He could go somewhere else and make it easily $200,000. He doesn't need it. He doesn't need to do this anymore. But he's a good, solid dude that was very, very close to Patrice O'Neal and the family, and he continues to do the right thing. So there you go. And I did get my invite. I might just I haven't showed up in a bunch of years, but I might hold on.
So I have the list of who's doing the Patrice O'Neal comedy benefit. I want to see if you know who they are.
Okay.
Who's doing the show? Rosebud Baker. Do you know who that is?
Nope.
All right. Greer Barnes.
Yeah, Greer's funny as hell.
Okay. DC Benny.
DC Benny is a great storyteller. He was very good friends with Vic Henley.
Oh, here's the other guy. Tim Dillon.
You don't know Tim Dillon?
He's like a pudgy white guy, right?
Yeah, he's crushing funny. It in the podcast world. He's really, really funny.
Yeah, he's a funny guy.
Prisoners, has no fear. I honestly have never seen his stand-up. I've seen podcast clips where he just crushes.
Where's he from?
He's going to be great. He's going to sell a ton of tickets for this thing.
Right.
People loved him.
And where's the last comic who wears that funny hat? And I don't, like you said, you like the fact that I don't really know these people. Yeah. I don't really know this guy, but what I do know is, for some reason, you two don't like each other. And the last comic is Rich Voss.
Rich Voss could go screw. If it wasn't for the Opie and Anthony show, he would be doing dump firehouses just in Jersey. We did a lot for Voss, and he turned his back on me so quickly when I wasn't sitting in the big chair. He has no reason not to like me. Let's just put it that way, Ron. And as far as the whole Opie and Anthony show goes, he's one of the lucky ones, because if it wasn't for the show, he would just be doing firehouses. He's a good host for a comedy show, but he could barely hold his own when he's doing when he's headlining. So,
if you helped his career, why isn't he appreciative? Like, did something happen?
People get weird, man. I got a whole list of people, like, when you sit in the big seat. I'm not in the big seat right now. You know that. I can't do shit for Ron the waiter. I can't do shit for my guys at Get Farts. But there's a time I had a lot of power sitting in the big seat, so they would kiss my ass. They would come in. Rich did great stuff for the Opie and Anthony show. Of course he did, but he should have known his place. He's not even close to as good as his peers. And soon as I lost a big seat, he pretty much lost my number. Simple as that. Simple as that.